The UFC is boring right now, bro. I don't know how to explain it, dude. Like I can't really explain it. I just feel like the energy is just not the same as it was in like 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, you know what I mean? These were like peak days. 2019, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just not the level of hype that it used to be. I just find myself less excited for these fights and less like wanting to watch everything. Even though I'm still a huge fan, I still love watching fights, you know. That's basically what my whole weekend revolves around. But listen, I'm here today with some tips for the UFC for Dana White. He called me up last night. All right, he was in tears. Okay, and he was telling me about how Connor's not going to be back till July, you know, and how you saw that apparently that's not like an optional thing. But listen, I'm here with 5 ways to fix the UFC to make it more exciting than it currently is right now. And I'm gonna jump in with my first one. We need post-fight press conferences at the table. Who fucking remembers these, dude? Where the fuck did these go? Why did they stop doing these? I remember so many iconic moments from these, like when the reporter went up and he thought he was talking to Robbie Lawler. It was some dude, some random middleweight, like the Conor McGregor Nate Diaz one. Dude, we need another press conference in like a gym as well. The one McGregor and Diaz when they're in the octagon in the gym, and he's like, "Don't be putting my name in fucking steroids, yeah? Making animal balloons on the weekend." You know what I'm saying? Nate Diaz is just like, "Fuck you, fuck the belt. I don't give a fuck." Like, dude, we need more shit like that, bro. So I'm just gonna give you an example right now of like a beautiful, beautiful press conference, mate. Like Luke Rockhold sitting here, he's talking about his loss to Bisping. Dominick Cruz is also sitting here. And then fucking Michael Bisping just walks in.
I just asked Luke if it stung any extra degree in losing the belt to you, and he has said emphatically yes.
Dude, this whole era, bro. Like that's what I'm talking about. We need more event. Like, could you imagine Adesanya sitting there going like, "I wanted to lose my leg. My leg was a challenge. I got bored in there, so I wanted to get knocked out. I was a bit tired, so I wanted to take a nap." And then Pereira just walks in, like, bro. Imagine fucking McGregor and Poirier sitting at this little fucking table. McGregor's in like a wheelchair and shit. Like, dude.
I'm curious. Pick up the mic.
Oh my word, Bisping is so humble as always,
Michael,
dude.
thank you. Getting revenge.
Oh, I don't know. Some say revenge is sweet. I disagree. I think it's better than sweet. Luke, come on, buddy.
Like, dude, that's what I'm talking. Like, this whole like, I'm not gonna play the whole exchange. We all know the whole fucking exchange, bro. But
Coming to fuck off, basically. Do you know who you are? Do you know where you are? That's after you. Hey, buddy, you got knocked the fuck out. You got knocked out, buddy. Sit down, shut up.
bro,
Lucky. All right. Oh, yeah.
see what I mean? We need these after fights. We need these after like pay-per-view main events. We want to set up these big fights. All right, you need hype, bro. Like, this makes you interested in both of these fighters when you see stuff like this. And obviously, there's the respectful moments like McGregor after the Diaz loss. He looked really good. Like, Nate Diaz comes in, like, pats him on the shoulder. Like, it just created so many cool moments. And I feel like we're just not getting this level of, like, investment in UFC fighters right now. Especially at the main event level, especially post-fight. Like, some of them can come off really bad. And I feel like this would just be so much better for the entertainment, for future fights. To make people look better in defeat, you know what I'm saying, and to really set up sequels, trilogies, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So this is my first change. We need to bring back this long table. We need to bring back this guy who got body slammed by John Jones, and we need to bring back the post-fight press conferences, the proper post-fight press conferences. Not Dana White sitting there for 20 minutes going, yeah. What did he say? What's the question? Do I have another fight for Ngannou? No, I don't. Look, we don't make fights up here. You know, I'll have to get in the meeting on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, dude. Alright, that's my first change. This is all about the marketability, about the interest. So, another change I would make. Let's add a mandatory face-to-face every fight night main event. I don't give a fuck who it is. Alright, we'll get to the building of the cards later. But listen, this just adds intrigue. This makes hype for the fights. Look how many views it's got. 620 something K views, bro. Like, this would be really good for fights that it's like, maybe the fans don't really know about the guys in the main event, like a Tsarukyan Gamrot or something. Like, you know, obviously there's gonna be some boring ones, but if you've got a great matchup, like I want to see Corey Sandhagen and Cheeto. You know what I'm saying? I want to see fucking, I don't know. I want to see like Oliveira Dariush in the room together or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need some main events sitting in across from each other, similar to what the boxing, the Sky Sports boxing ones do. Like, get some beef in there, get them sitting down in a room face to face with each other. I love that shit. I feel like everyone loves seeing two people that are going to fight each other stuck in a room together having to talk, and it created clips like this.
Nothing really. I have nothing to say. I'm gonna come Saturday night.
Pause, by the way, bro. What the fuck? What you mean you gonna come Saturday night, bro?
I'm gonna fight my ass off,
Bro.
and everybody knows I'm willing to die in there. I'm not around. This is my life. I do it for my family. The noise. I want to be a world champion. That's
Dude, like, this shit is so intense, though. Aside all the sus jokes. You know, we don't need Jordan Levitt and Paddy Pimblett in here. I don't know what's going to happen on camera. But listen, when we get some real intensity, bro, like, I feel like this just gives you so much more, like, I can't even explain it. Like, I love the UFC countdown ones that they do. Those are awesome. Definitely keep doing those. Those very much build up the hype for these fights. But you could do stuff like this as well for the fight night main events. Doesn't take that much production quality, and when you get two people in a room face to face and they're about to fight, you can just feel like that realness, bro. Like,
it.
you get shit like
I'm
this.
also here to be a world champion. I also fight for my family. I'm willing to die too, so the fans are lucky. It's a good day to die.
That shit's fucking badass, dude. Alright, we need more of this, bro. We need more of this, dude. Especially for, like, hyped main events. Let's get some hype, man. Let's get them in a room across from each other. Let's copy a bit of this YouTube boxing shit. Yeah, let's do face-to-face in the room, sitting at a table, talking to each other. Let's get John Anik between them, or, you know, or get Dominick Cruz between them. You know, Dominick Cruz could instigate the fuck out of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, Daniel Cormier even did it with Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier. It was a really good look, so I think we definitely need to get on more stuff like this. Let's just instigate more drama. That's what the UFC needs, bro. Forget respect, bro. Forget humble. We need more drama, okay? We move on to my number 3 suggestion. Look at this card right now. Look at this card right now. So this is UFC coming back. The Big Bang. They're coming back, right? We've been waiting weeks to see UFC. And you got fucking Dan Ige versus Damon Jackson as a co-main event. I remember times where there was top 5 main events, and there was top 10 co-main events, and there was top 15 card openers. Hell, I remember prelim cards where there was a top 15 fight at the main event of the prelims. You know what I'm saying? Look, these are all very good fights. These are very technically entertaining fights, and the UFC has very good matchmaking generally. Generally good matchmaking, like you get good finishes, you get good fights on every card, right? I'm talking about like the intrigue, like me looking at this card going, wow, I really want to watch this. Wow, I really want to know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like even this main event is shit, bro. Like I'm sorry, respectfully, this is a terrible main event. You know what I mean? Lewis versus Spivak, it won't even load. Like they're so ashamed of this card, it won't even load. Okay? And my solution is very simple. I have 2 solutions to make the UFC more exciting. Number 1, no more fucking Apex. Get out of the Apex. We don't need it anymore. You need to put together cards that are going to sell out of a small venue. I don't care if it's not in an arena every week, okay? I'm not asking for a full arena show every week. But you know what? You owe us a top 5 main event every week, or a top 8 main event every weekend. And if you can't do that every weekend, then just make a shit card, but like let us know it's going to be a shit card. Don't try and like mix and match. Like, so maybe if you want to use the Apex, if you don't think you have fighters that can sell an arena, let's do an Apex and like an up and comer type show. You know what I'm saying? Get some younger guys on there. Get some younger guys in the main event and push these guys. Get Ian Garry as a main event. You know what I'm saying? And then stockpile some good fights for fight nights. You know what I'm saying? This would be a good pay-per-view fight. Nasruddin Nurmagomedov, Kelvin Gastelum would be a great pay-per-view fight. Dan Ige, Damon Jackson, that's a great pay-per-view prelim fight. That's a good fight on a good fight night card. You know what I'm saying? You need to up the level of the fights that you're making and the crowds that you're pulling, and you need to get out of the Apex if you're going to get some hype. You know what I'm saying? You're going to build up some good fights. And I really agree with that. And my second one, I already said it before in a previous video. Instant 50k if you get a finish. Let's get some fucking fireworks, bro. Let's get some fucking fireworks in the UFC. Instant 50k if you get a finish. You know what I mean? Really don't because my point with this is because people talk about open scoring like that's gonna fix the UFC. It's not. The judges are still gonna be terrible. We're just gonna know mid-fight that they're terrible, and also you're gonna get people that are just gonna coast. Like tell me right now that Adesanya would not have coasted in round 5 if he knew he was up 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Or Glover Teixeira wouldn't have coasted if he knew he was up 3-1 in round 5 against Prohaska. You know what I'm saying? Or Kamaru Usman wouldn't have coasted if he knew definitively for sure I'm up 3-1. There's no way I'll lose this fight if I make it 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Granted, that would have brought out some fight in those guys in those championship fights. But you know there's UFC fighters that are going to coast or they're going to go, man, I don't give a fuck, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instant 50K if you get a finish. Okay, instant 50K if you get a finish. So let's review. Post-fight press conferences. Let's bring the long table back. Let's bring the bald guy back. Let's bring back Michael Bisping and Luke Rockhold sitting there next to each other. You know what I'm saying? We need that shit. Okay? That's number one. Face-to-face for the Fight Night main events. Let's get some beef, bro. Let's get him sitting in a room with Dominick Cruz. Just, instigating. That's what we need. We need instigation. That's what I'm saying here. Number 3, get out of the Apex. And number 4, 50K instant finishes. Let's promote some good fights, okay? Let's get some good fights going. Let's get some Apex cards with some up-and-comers and then build up these events with crowds. Because I'm sick of the fucking Apex cards, bro. I'm sick of it. Corey Sandhagen and Marlon Vera should not be in the Apex. That deserves to be in front of a crowd, okay? But listen, my last fix, if you look at these rankings, we've got some great divisions here. Flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight. All these are pretty good divisions. Even heavyweight's kind of having a resurgence. And then you come down here and you find this fucking monstrosity. And I'm not talking about Amanda Nunes, okay? Relax, okay? I'm talking about women's featherweight, dude. Why is this a division? The UFC's talking about, oh, we don't want to be like boxing. We don't have 1 million belts. Why do you have women's featherweight, bro? No one gives a fuck about women's featherweight. Here's what you do to make the UFC more exciting. You want some more intrigue? You want some more fights you can make? Cut out women's featherweight. Get rid of it. Okay? And right in here, let's make 165 so we can get some marketable stars as well in this division. I'm not saying make 165 and then we'll have fucking Kevin Lee versus Diego Sanchez for the belt, Eagle FC. Okay? You make 165, I guarantee Conor McGregor would be willing to fight in that division. I guarantee Michael Chandler would be willing to fight in that division. I guarantee, who else? Colby Covington could fight in that division. You know what I'm saying? These are guys that aren't going to get a title shot right now in their division, that can sell a lot of pay-per-views, that need big fights. 165 can become a very legitimate division with some great champions, some great fighters in it. And I feel like you're not going to deplete some guys at 155 and 170 because of the uncertainty of it. And UFC can kind of gatekeep and go, no, you're staying here. No, you're staying at 170. You're staying at 155. Yes, you can come to 165. You can build the division however you want. And then boom, you have another headliner already set in the year. Instead of women's featherweight, which no one gives a fuck about. And Amanda Nunes is already a champion. So you're not taking away her star power. She's already a double champ. Alright? That doesn't sell any pay-per-views. We've already tried it. No one cares. So you might as well get an actual division out of it. An actual champion out of this new UFC, and get some new blood, get some new champion, get a new champion, get some new pay-per-views, like set up it in the year. You can add 165 as a main event of whatever card. I'm sure you get some great fighters in that division. This is the changes that the UFC needs to make this shit more exciting, bro, because the energy is not where it was. Okay, the energy is not where it was 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. I'm sick of it, bro. I feel like we have so many stars here and so many young stars coming up that are going to make the UFC so skill for skill so exciting, and the fights are so fucking good. We need that intrigue, bro. I know it's because McGregor's gone. I understand. But we need that intrigue, bro. If you don't have star power right now, then you need to do everything you can to get some viral clips, to make some interesting fights, to make people want to see these fights that maybe they don't know about. And these are all the changes I would do to make that happen. So comment down below what you think the UFC should do. Do you agree with me about how the UFC has been lately? And make sure you subscribe as well, bro. I got way more videos coming. I've got a matchmaking video coming next, and then I'll probably do my predictions for Gastelum versus Imavov. What an amazing card. I'm really excited for it. Anyways, listen. All right, have a good one, boys. See you in the next one.